Hey, Jules. Coach kind of mentioned that you guys got shut down on the 15th, and then guys didn't trickle in for workouts on the 27th. It's like 2 weeks away from the court. When you finally got back to the court, was it difficult? Did you find a hard time kind of getting your wind or like running up and down the floor? Can you talk about maybe that challenge of getting back in those workouts?
Yeah, it was pretty difficult, especially just being in quarantine. And for me, I live by myself, and I don't, I don't have, workout facilities or in my apartment or anything like that. So, I was just trying my best to sort of, keep limber and work out as much as I can. But it's tough during quarantine, and you get bored, and because we didn't have school or anything to occupy ourselves. So coming back, it's kind of tough. Legs were feeling a little, weird, and also our conditioning, but, it was tough. But, throughout the days, throughout the, workouts that we kept going through with Coach, we sort of built our conditioning up, and now we're back to practicing, normally. So the process was difficult, but I'm glad we're here now.
In the little time that you did have, my last follow, did you try and do some push-ups? Like, what, you had a foam roll trying to roll out? I mean, is maybe little things you might have been able to do in your living room, in your apartment or whatever, anything that you tried?
Yeah, tried everything I could just with body weight, body weight squats, push-ups, things of that nature. And then, I have yoga mats and stuff. So I tried my best to stretch every night before I went to bed. So just little things like that, but nothing can prepare you for, coming back to a workout after basically 10 to 12 days, not really playing basketball or even touching the basketball. So, with all that, it was still a little difficult, but just trying to prepare was, and be ready for when we got back was my main focus.
Let's go to Beth Harris from the AP.
Hi, Jules. So now you guys are back, but the next problem is trying to find a game to play with a team that isn't down. Kind of what is that mentality? What are you guys kind of doing to keep each other up and just basically prepared for anything? I mean, you could be playing tomorrow night for all you know.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, we all want to play, but we understand, like, we were through it. So, we understand what it's like for other teams that are going through it, and we're, we know what they're going through. So we understand that aspect of it, but we do really want to play. And, coaches, trying to get us games, get us a game tomorrow. Actually, he's up in his office, probably, on his phone trying to get a game right now. But, we're just staying ready, like we normally do. Practice is gonna probably, be normal and intense. So, but, as basketball players, and especially I feel like our team, we love to play. So we're just always, chomping at the bit and staying ready for any game. We understand the circumstances that we're in. So just being prepared is something that we're accustomed to.
Thanks.
Let's go to Ben Bolch, LA Times.
Hey, Jules.
Hey,
You guys were, I'm sure, all spread out. Some people were in quarantine, some people were other places. How were you guys keeping in contact during that time? Was there like a group text that you guys communicated with each other? How did you use it? Did anybody say anything funny or helpful along the way to kind of lift spirits?
Yeah, I mean, as a team, we have group texts, and then we also had Zoom meetings with coaches and everything, just keeping it light, keeping us updated and things of that nature. So, we talk as a team, we talk every day. So it's not like anything really changed. We always, whenever we leave practice and go back home, we're always, talking on certain things and our group texts and stuff like that. So none of that changed. It's just, we couldn't physically see each other. So, and then our group Zoom meetings were nice to have too. So.
All right, let's finish up here with one question from Rashawn Haylock at KTLA.
Hey, Jules. Has this been like the longest stretch you've gone, without playing basketball or working out? And then is there something that you picked up during this time? You know, maybe not necessarily basketball related, but you know, something that a new hobby or something you may have added to the list.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely been one of the longest periods of time where I haven't played a game. You know, we've been practicing a little bit and you know, getting back into the swing of things, but just being able to not play a game has been a pretty long time. So, you know, especially over winter break when we didn't have any schoolwork and I had to stay at home, you know, I had to pick up the video games and start playing, you know, Call of Duty, stuff like that. But that's about it. You know, I normally just chill out and, you know, spend time in my apartment anyway. So nothing too different. I just play a little more video games. That's it.
Okay, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Jules.
Thank you.
We've got Jaime Jaquez Jr. coming to the chair right now. All right, we'll get started here with Ben Bulch, LA Times.
All right.
Hey, Jaime.
How you doing?
Good. Hey, so what's this been like for you since December 15th? What have you been doing to stay in shape? How frustrating has this been, given that, you know, you guys went from 0 cases last season to kind of the whole roster being impacted?
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, COVID caught up to us. Like you said, last year, no COVID cases. And this year, you know, we had a bunch of cases on our team. And then, you know, teams that were supposed to play are getting it. And, you know, I think it's just, it caught up to us. It's the world we're living in today, and we're just doing everything we can to stay prepared.
Were you able to do anything to stay in shape during the time you were off the practice court?
Yeah, I try to do as much as I can, like stretching, you know, doing stuff with like push-ups and, you know, some things with some bands, resistance bands. That's kind of what I did when I was locked up in quarantine.
And then last thing, you guys have been off the court for a long time. Whenever you get back, do you think you might have to use like a simplified game plan? Or do you think you'll be kind of back to normal, playing the way you like to play when you first came back?
I think we'll try to, you know, do what we do usually. I don't think, you know, our game plan really changes. I mean, we've been back at practice for, you know, all last week and then starting up this week. So I think we're getting back into the swing of things.
All right, let's go to Rashawn Haylock, KTLA.
Hey, Jaime. Coach talked about just your college experience, right? You know, having the NCAA tournament shut down and then going through the bubble last year, now having the cases on the team this year. How would you sort of describe, you know, what your college experience has been like? And then also, are there any different hobbies or things that you picked up during this quarantine time that maybe you normally wouldn't have done?
Okay, I'll start with that first question first, just because when I was locked up in quarantine, I hopped back on Fortnite. That's something that I did. I used to play in high school and a little bit when I was a freshman. I had stopped playing video games for a while, and then as soon as quarantine hit, I just picked up Fortnite again. And then I kind of looked at, you know, this cases of quarantine or these cases of COVID as like a little all-star break. You know how the NBA has a break in the middle of their season. I kind of try to look at it like that, but it's kind of, you know, stretching a little longer than we would like. But that's how I looked at it at first. And, you know, like I said, we're just doing everything we can to stay prepared.
All right, let's go to Tarek Fatal, SoCal News Group.
Hey, Jaime, just a quick one. I know obviously you were away from the floor, but Gabriella has been playing so well, man. Has she been teaching you at all to a certain extent, having been able to play? And she's been playing so well and just kind of able to, I don't know if the games have been streamed. Have you been able to watch her much?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last question you cut out?
I was asking if maybe the games had been streamed and you've been able to watch her while you've been under her play.
Oh yeah, I went to her game once I got out of quarantine against Canyon High School, where she had 45 points. So that was pretty cool.
Okay.
See that one live and in person. So yeah, she's been playing great. You know, I'm really happy for her. Her team's doing fantastic, and you know, I just can't wait to see what she does in the future.
Thanks, Jaime.
All right, let's finish up here with Tracy Pearson from Bruin Report.
Hey, Jaime, when it comes to your sister, you've had a little bit of a strange experience at UCLA during so much COVID. Next season, how big of a factor would it be for you to come back and be at UCLA with your sister? What kind of factor would that be in your decision to return?
I mean, I think, overall that'd be, something really cool for, myself and her and my family to be able to see, at UCLA. I think that'd be really cool and something really special. So,
Okay, thanks.
yeah.